shit, people. My name is Abel Cruz, and I'm the owner of Love for Sale. See, and shit, people are going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story because this story is awesome. Shit, people. Once upon a time, there was a high school. And in this high school, it was going to be prom night. Oh, man. You know, I didn't go to my prom, but, man, I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna stay with the story instead of my story. Oh, shit, people. Anyhow, in this prom night, they had the prom king already that he won, you know, last year. You know, and he wanted to be the prom king again. So, and there was another kid. And that kid was in that school too for a long time. This kid flunked in a couple of grades, you know. So it's in Puerto Rico, they have you can have only 3 years in high school. You know, here in the United States, it's gonna be 4 years. So this kid was already like 5-6 years in the same grades. Oh man, this guy, but anybody knew him, you know. He had other connections, you know, with the principal because, you know, he was the oldest. You know, but the one that was the prom king, he was never supposed to be winning, you know, because this kid, you know, he was new in school, he didn't know anything, you know, he just had good grades, and I think his parents were rich too. I don't know. But anyhow, people, they did their promotion, you know, everybody went too excited, everybody was, you know, they paid their, you know, they said, hey, vote for me, hey, vote for me, hey, vote for me, you know, shaking hands with everybody, you know, doing things here in the basketball court, and the cliques over there, and the cliques over there, you know, and everybody gets really excited. But anyhow, people, the time came, the prom night came, so everybody, all the kids wanted to go and vote. So everybody went in, everybody went over there and over there, and then suddenly, you know, by next morning, you know, because on prom night, it was a long prom night, man. It was a really, really long process. Anyhow, on prom night, it happened, you know, so the next day, everybody's realizing, say, hey, what the heck is going on? So the kid that flunked a lot of years in high school, suddenly he's winning. I'm like, oh shit, he's winning. No way. But then the other kid, you know, the one that was the kid already, said, no, hey, I'm going to tell you something wrong happened here. Something wrong happened. Not everybody. The people from middle school, they voted too. The people from elementary, they voted too. They were not included in here. Oh, shit. Even people that were not even in school. Oh, man. They graduated already for years. And they were voting too. Oh, man. And then let me tell you, people, shit hit the fan. Man. But people, the problem was that all these kids that were not in school, they were not supposed to be inside the prom. Only the kids that were in high school were supposed to be in the prom. But people, this is exactly what happened. And everybody was frustrated. You know why? Because the principal, let's say the principal or the kids that was there, he knew all the ins and outs. And because he knew all the ins and outs, they took everybody's privilege to vote, you know, to see who was going to be the next prom king. It took it away. They took it away so bad that years down the road, whoever they wanted to win, that's exactly who was going to win. Why? I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened at that school and what was his intentions and all that stuff, but they wanted to rig the system. Oh, man. Yeah, they wanted to rig the system. So, and the prom king, he was not up to it. I'm telling you, he was not up to it. Why? Because once you take away something that people had deserved, it's not going to happen. So the school almost go to a war. Oh, yeah. They got into fight. They start yelling to each other. Say, no, you loser. No, you loser. No, you loser. But people, I had to tell them, you know, to calm down. People, calm down. Things will get resolved. At least that was my expectation. So the school said, well, I think something happened here, but we don't know. So we're still going to nominate this guy here, the one that flunk a lot of times, that one. Yeah. They were gonna do that one. And let me tell you, people, but this story, it always is gonna be continuing. But remember, my tip for the day is gonna be, if you had the right to vote, if you had the freedom of speech, and they take it away from you, ay. I even want to speak Spanish. Oh man. It made me want to speak Spanish because, people, I grew up in an island that before, they didn't have rights like that. Years ago, I don't know who's listening to this, but years ago, women were not allowed to vote. Black people were not allowed to vote. And that was a problem, because they're humans and they are part of society. And they were not allowed to vote. Now they're allowed to vote, which is huge, and they give you that, it is our right to vote. I don't give a shit of who wins the election. I voted for mine, and if you want to vote for yours, you vote for yours. But what I'm pissed about is that they're not going to take my rights away, the right to vote, the right to freedom of speech. That's a shit that you have to really figure that shit out. Because I can't put up with that shit. The freedom of speech, they're going to take it away. And the freedom to vote, they're going to take it away. Why? By rigging the whole system. So it doesn't matter who you want to vote for. They're going to choose who they want in power. And that, for me, my friends, it's not democracy. It's not democracy. And if you think that you live in the United States, oh, the land of the free. Oh, man, I'm a free man. I'm a free man. I don't think so, people. I don't think so. Because they're going to take that shit away from you. And you don't want that. You don't want that. So for those who voted the other way, or those that voted for the other way, remember, freedom of speech, freedom of voting. They take that away from you, you empty shit, people. So my name is Abel Cruz, and I'm the owner of Lone Force LLC. Hit me up.